So I'm ready now to start the pages. So I've got my trimmer ready. I've got my score tape and glue ready to attach. Got my scissors. I've got a corner rounder, so I'm going to be using the large and the medium. So if you've got the ones which are separate, that'll work too. And my scoreboard scoring tool. So all the pages in this album are exactly the same. So you're going to need 4. So I've done 3 already. So I'm going to make the 4th one now with you. So you're going to need 4 pieces of A4 cardstock to make the bases. You'll obviously need more if you're going to do the pockets later on. So the first thing I'm going to do, with the long edge on the top, I'm going to cut it at 4.5. I'm not going to cut anything off the edge. It's already 8.25. Okay, so nice easy page. Then I'm going to twist it round and I'm going to cut it at 5.5 by 6.25. And that's all you need to do for the pages. But these bits left over here, these long bits, I'm going to be cutting out my large butterflies from these. They fit perfect. But before that, I also need to do some spines. So I'm going to cut from this a piece at 4.5. And it's 2.75, which this already is, so you don't even need to measure that. Out of one of the other scraps from the previous pages, I've also cut a spine, which is 4.5 by 2.25. Now the little squares left over from cutting the spines, you can actually fit a butterfly onto that too. So you are really using up every little piece. I think the only bit I didn't use was that little piece there. Okay, so I'm going to put my spines to the side for now. I'm going to look at the pages. I'm going to start off with my long piece. So this is the base of the page. And I'm just going to score it at 6.5. And that is all we're going to do with that. And with the other piece, with the shorter end, the 5.5 on the top, I'm going to come down at 1/2 inch, rotate it, 1/2 inch. Then, with the longer piece, the 6.25 across the top, I'm going to score at 5. So I've done that on all the pieces now. The spines, you'll be putting the shorter piece along the top, and you're going to do 1/2 and 1. Rotate, 1/2 and 1. And the same with this one, 1/2 and 1. Rotate it, 1/2 and 1. So those are our spines made, ready for later too. So I'll put them to the side. So let's bring our pages back in. I'm going to cut, so here's my 5-inch line. I'm going to cut down that 1/2 inch and then just miter the corner there. So I've just taken out that piece. Let's make it a little bit straighter. There we are. And the same on the other side. I'm going down that score line and cutting off at an angle. Okay, so that piece just come out, and I'm going to just miter the bottoms down to the score line and off there. This has no cutting, so you see this is really easy. Now before I put it together, I'm actually going to round the corners now because it's much easier. So I've got a flap here. I'm using my largest corner rounder and this flap here. So I've just used my largest one just to round them off. So they're both exactly the same. So now I'm going to add my tape. The only place I need to add tape is here and here on these 1/2 inch edges. And I'm going to be folding them back. And scoring them really well. I want my pocket to lie nice and flat. So give it a nice, sharp score. Then fold it over and you're going to fold your pocket back. So that's what's going to give you that opening for the big pocket. And then your main page, just fold it over. And that's pretty much it. So now I'm going to take off my tape. I'm going to put some glue just on top of the tape so I've got some maneuverability. And we're just going to lie it so these two pockets, the tabs, both fold that way. I'm going to fold it towards me because I find it a bit easier. I'm going to line up these corners at the edge of the page. And when I'm happy the edge sides are lined up, I'm going to press down. And that is it for the pages. So it folds closed there. The magnet is going to go there and there to close. Okay, so we'll add a magnet now. So if you're going to do the Lisa Horton one with the butterflies, you'll want to cut out one of your butterflies ready, just so you can position it so that the wings aren't in the way of the magnet. So the way I did that was, I measured this part of the wing, there and there, with the edge of my pocket. And then if I put the magnet there, I know when I come stick the butterflies on later on, they won't be in the way. So I'm just grabbing some more of my black tape. Just cut 2 pieces. So if I put it there, I know it'll be quite central, but the butterflies won't be in the way. If you're not going to be using the butterflies, just put it in the middle. So I'm just going to put my tape down, sticky side up, drop my magnet on, and flip it over, and squeeze. And there we have it. Our pages are ready to go. The magnets won't interfere with the butterflies won't interfere with the magnets. So all ready to go. So next step, we'll make the spine and we'll add the pages.